Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Clueless Capitalist, where we discover interesting startups, interview founders, and help you become less clueless with angel investing. My name is Razi.
And I'm Osman, and welcome to The Clueless Capitalists.
So, in this episode, we are going to speak to Chhaya. Chhaya is an Insurtech platform providing affordable microinsurance for the 99% of the population that is uninsured in Bangladesh. So, with us today is the co-founder and CEO of Chhaya, Shawon. Welcome to the episode.
Good afternoon, Razi and Usman. Nice talking to you.
So as always, we're going to start with your pitch. So Shawon, run us through the pitch deck, and then afterwards we'll ask our question.
Thank you. We are doing affordable microinsurances for all. Now, let me start with country profile and why Bangladesh. Bangladesh, despite being a country of 172 million people and more than 190 million mobile phone users and more than 200 million mobile finance users, unfortunately have more than 99% people still uninsured. And this has happened due to various reasons. Number one is that lack of coverage, because 99% of the people never have experienced insurance in their life. Also, they have some transparency related concern because there's a 78% claim settlement ratio in the country against a global average of 97%. Also, there's a lack of digital option, and also there's a lack of affordable products. So if I summarize, there's three different issues. Number one is affordability, accessibility, and reliability. And if these issues can be solved, there's a $6 billion insurance gap in the country, and the current penetration rate, as I said, is very low. And in Chhaya, we're addressing this particular issue with these three issues. Number one is regarding affordability. We have made sure that anyone and everyone with a basic mobile internet connection can get access to insurance. And we are providing insurance facility with premiums as low as 50 cents per month with our recurring payment-based auto-renewal facility. Also, we have made sure that anyone can self-enroll within our insurance products within less than 3 minutes by providing some very basic KYC. And also they can make claims and receive the claims within our mobile application system without needing any paperwork at all. And also, as there's the issue of claim settlement in the country, where we have made sure that all claims are settled within 7 days. And this may sound a little bit longer, but in the context of Bangladesh, it's a great development, and we are currently working to make it within 3 days. So in terms of market, there's a gap of $6 billion USD currently. However, the TAM is close to $15 billion. And in terms of local market, the local insurance industry is growing by 16% per annum. And also motor insurance is about to be launched in the country. And in terms of business model, we are pursuing basically B2C, B2B2C, and B2B both models. However, at present, we are mostly a B2C company where 90% of our revenue is coming from B2C. And also, we are regularly partnering with various B2B2C partners in different segments. And over time, B2B2C will also contribute significantly in our revenue. And in terms of gross margin, in B2C, we're making 55% margin, and in B2B2C and B2B, we're making 25% gross margin. And in terms of reaching our customers in the B2C channel, we're reaching through our digital channel. Also, we have telesales and door-to-door sales channel, so that both tech-savvy and not-so-tech-savvy customers are covered, and we can cover both digitally savvy and also underserved and unserved segments simultaneously. Also, for B2B2C segment, we are partnering with various brands, companies, etc., as I have said earlier. And also, we're also doing some B2B partnerships serving their employees and stakeholders. And as you can see, the payback period is pretty good. In B2C, it's 6 months with a healthy LTV CAC ratio of over 19.25. And with payback period is very good within first month in B2B2C, and in B2B, it's 9 months. In terms of competition, we're focused mainly on micro insurance as the primary driver, whereas we have other competitors, that's Bimafy and Carnival Assure. They are basically a digital insurer, and they're doing all kinds of insurance. However, we're focusing mainly on micro insurance. Also, we're offering complementary customer benefits in addition to insurance, so that both short-term, mid-term, and long-term needs of the customers are being covered. Also, we have endless paperless platform, and as I alluded to in the earlier slide, we're also doing a click and brick hybrid model, so that tech savvy and not so tech savvy, both segments of the population are covered. And also, we have subscription auto renewal facility in partnership with the Bikash, largest MFS partner of the country, where we have access to it. In terms of our latest traction, we have 37% month-on-month revenue growth over last 6 months. And in December 2023, we have launched a subscription-based model in collaboration with Bikash, where we can collect revenue in both monthly and yearly auto-renewal model, where with consent, we acquire customers for 5 consecutive years or 60 consecutive months, and then they continuously give us revenue. We have over 50,000 active policies from previous one-time payment and current subscription model. And also, we have currently a subscription retention rate of 77%. And leading insurance companies who are good at claiming settlement and also friendly to the digital environment, they are our partners. We have partnership with the Bikash, the largest fintech market leader of the country. Also, we're about to launch our set offerings with Nogud, the second largest MFS service provider of the country. And as mandatory motor insurance being on the horizon, just with a note that Bangladesh is one of the handful of the countries in the world where motor insurance is still not mandatory. And the government is going to make it mandatory within this year. And this will increase the market potential hugely. And we have already incorporated motorbike and light vehicle insurance within our portfolio. And we are awaiting the parliamentary approval for it to go immediately. And in terms of roadmap, we have introduced already 8 new embedded insurance products by 2024-25, and also we are about to implement automation in thereafter. And also by 2029, we aspire to become a full-service digital insurer. Regarding founders, we have 46 plus years of cumulative experience. I worked in various corporate sectors in the country. I worked in the largest corporate in the Bangladesh, Grameenphone. Also, I worked for a while in Holcim, Switzerland-based SIM company. Then I took a break from my professional career and pursued my master's in environmental development in the National University of Malaysia. Then I returned back and joined a health tech startup. And there I got basically first exposure about the problem of micro insurance related to health. And thereafter, while working there, I got connected with Saiful Islam and Tahsin Abrar, the other leaders of the company. Saiful and I worked together, and there I used to lead the strategy and GTM, etc. And also I used to be the product manager, and Saiful used to be the head of sales. Also, we have Tahsin Abrar. He is our CTO. He has also relevant experience working over there. And in terms of our fundraising, we have already raised 125,000 USD, and currently we are actively raising 500,000. Majority of it will be used for marketing, customer acquisition, product and technology enhancement, and also supporting some of our OPEX. Currently, our pre-money valuation is 4.6 million USD, and post-money valuation after it will be 5.1 million USD. And we are currently open to both SAFE and equity. And in terms of our projection with this investment, we aspire to acquire 2 million active customers by the end of 2029. This is not the total customers acquired, but we envision 2 million active customers will be there by the end of 2029. Also, with this projection, we project to have 35 million USD total revenue in these years. So this in a nutshell about Chhaya. Now I think we can go back to the open discussion. Thank you.
Just give me a little bit more about, a better understanding of the actual problem statement, because you've mentioned that there's no demand or there's no legal requirement to have insurance, and you're saying that that's going to change this year. My first question is going to be, really, is that going to happen? Where does it tell you that the government will definitely enforce a mandatory insurance requirement on the population? And if that is, then how are you really going to capitalize on that? How are you going to be the first to market? So for me at the moment, I'm just seeing this as an offer, a solution to a problem that doesn't exist yet. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on that?
Okay, that's a very good question. So the cabinet of Bangladesh already approved a bill that is about to be placed in the parliament, which will make motor insurance mandatory. Motor insurance used to be mandatory in Bangladesh previously, but a couple of years back, the government scrapped it due to some reasons. And now, as the parliament approved it, and the insurance regulator and the government is working to come up with a polished product. And once this is made mandatory within this year by the parliament, then all motor vehicles in Bangladesh, including two-wheelers, cars, and everything, will come under insurance coverage. And if they do not come under insurance coverage, there will be a hefty fine imposed on them, and this will make them difficult to drive the vehicles without insurance. This will create a significant opportunity of capturing a very good market share within a short span of time. And while the government is preparing to place the bill in the parliament, we have already, in collaboration with several insurance companies, to finalize the product propositions. And we have our technological platform already integrated with it. And currently, we are in dialogue with several partners as well, so that we can go to the grassroots level of the country, even to the district and beyond that level, and where there are motor vehicle owners are congregated, like gas station or petrol pumps, there are workshops, etc., where they can congregate. And we're already in a dialogue with partnering with them. And immediately after the law is approved in the parliament and then ratified by the president of the country, will immediately have the opportunity of capturing this great market. And customers will have the opportunity enroll through digitally without needing any paperwork. So that platform of ours is already ready. And also in collaboration with local partners.
We were just asking, like, in terms of the enforcement of such a law, how is this going to happen? Because normally if you impose such a law, everybody's cost goes up. Cost of living is already high anyway, and now you're forcing everybody to take on insurance. They're not going to be happy. It becomes an unpopular government policy. So how are they going to, one, convince the population that it needs to be done, and then the other one is to enforce it?
The government is going to impose it in a creative way. So there's previously third-party insurance is to be mandatory. In third party, basically the owner of the vehicle or the vehicle are not covered, but rather a person who got affected in accident, etc., gets covered. First party insurance, that is a bit more expensive for the population. Now, the regulator, what they're doing is they're working behind the scene to come up with a product that is in terms of pricing between first party and third party, so that the price is not too high. However, significant damages are covered. So this is already under consideration with the government department.
Razi, before we had this call, Razi mentioned something that while he was in Bangladesh, he asked a few people, hey, would you like to take insurance? And everyone just said no. It was a really interesting point, and obviously sample size is only 3, but the feedback there was, yeah, I take insurance. If I make a claim, they're never going to pay. What makes you different?
It depends on who I am asking the question to. For example, the person who has never experienced in his or her life, never experienced insurance, so basically they're not interested that much. So we are working to change this scenario. What we are doing is we are partnering with various organizations with our B2B2C offerings, and also with our digital telesales and also field sales activations. We are making awareness among the population about the benefits of insurance, and also in the localities where the people are already benefiting from insurance by receiving claims. They are working as it's a snowball effect taking place in that particular localities. So what actually happens is that some people have to receive some insurance claim so that the population can see that yes, it takes place. Now, regarding the insurance claim issue, unfortunately, there are some facts behind it, and some of the insurance companies, they take too much time in settling the insurance claims, and on some instances, insurance claims are also rejected after a while. However, if we partner with good insurance companies, and as I already mentioned earlier in the pre-interview discussion, that there are 10, 15 very good insurance companies in the country who are regular in paying their premiums, and we have already partnered with them who have very good track record of paying insurance premiums on time, and all valid claims are settled. So with partnering with the right insurance companies, and also making sure that the people get insurance claims settled within a reasonable time, that we're currently 7 days. And with this testimony within that community, it helps to enhance insurance coverage awareness in the country.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be requiring a lot of effort in terms of building up awareness and educating people on the benefits and why they should get on the insurance. I was just reading the news. They're saying that they will fine people 3,000 taka if they're found without the motor insurance. So it's a 3,000 taka fine.
Yes, exactly. So basically, the insurance premium will be say taka 2,000, and if they don't have insurance coverage, they will be fined taka 3,000. So the fine will be higher than insurance premium, definitely.
Just for everyone's benefit here, you've talked about microinsurance. What's the definition of microinsurance?
In terms of insurance, currently what the insurance practice in Bangladesh is that the affluent segments of the population are being covered with various insurance coverages. In terms of, I say, health or life insurance, the premiums are relatively higher, and also the coverage also are significantly higher. However, there's a significant gap in the market for the population with constrained incomes. And by microinsurance, what we mean is that catering to that segment with very low or moderate insurance premium and with moderate coverage, so that all segments of the country are covered. And we're already making sure that with 50 cents premium per month, anyone can get insurance coverage. Let me give you another example beyond life and health. In terms of fire insurance, for example, there are fire insurance coverage for factories, big markets, etc. But what happens about very big corner shops? For example, they have $2,000 or $3,000 products in the market. So these kind of shops, if they get gutted, then their entire livelihood gets in trouble. Customizing products so that even these small retailers, small shop owners or small vendors, they also come under the insurance coverage. So by definition, micro insurance is covering these small size entrepreneurs, households and individuals who are currently outside of the coverage of the traditional insurance coverage. So this is what we mean by micro insurance. And as Bangladesh is already a pioneer in microfinance, with the efforts of organizations like BRAC and Grameen Bank, etc. So this has proven very much successful across the country, and we're very optimistic that the concept of micro-insurance will also prove to be another success within next decades to come.
Breakdown, you talked about B2C, B2B2C, and B2B. How is your revenue breakdown per segment? I mean, has some of it been launched already? Has it not? Where are you in terms of traction and product market fit?
Okay, so we have last month revenue of over 10,000 USD, and we launched our B2C based recurring payment subscription model in December last year. And currently 90% of our revenue is coming through B2C by acquiring individual customers. However, we have been actively partnering with various organizations in B2B2C segment, like we have partnered with Trudo Loan to have their their borrowers come under coverage with Credit Shield. We have recently signed an agreement with health board, where the people seeking treatment in various countries outside of Bangladesh, and they will come under the coverage of insurance. So this is one aspect, and with this B2B2C partnership will grow over time. And over next 5 years, we project that half of our revenue will come from B2B2C partnerships, and half will come from B2C segment, and with some minor revenue will also come from B2B. And let me focus with another issue here. Insurance is basically a latent need of the people. So if anything happens in their lives, livelihoods, or assets in terms of damage or harm, then basically they're eligible for insurance. What if these incidents do not happen? And with immediate benefits, we have also worked in this area. And we have partnered with more than 100 hospitals across the country, so that our customers and their family members can receive up to 50% discount and privileged treatments at our partner hospitals, even if they don't need any insurance coverage. And by this kind of offerings, we're making sure that both immediate and latent needs for both short-term, mid-term, and long-term are being covered. We're making sure that even beyond insurance, they have some financial protection and financial safety net available. And moving forward, other than health outlets like hospitals, etc., we're also partnering with other related organizations, so that people get more financial freedom and more financial security in the coming years.
Current CAC at the moment, the customer acquisition cost?
Currently, we are $4 per customer acquisition.
Okay, 4. And then your LTV?
LTV is close to $77.
It's a pretty decent CAC to LTV ratio there. And how are you defining LTV here? Is it for the 1 year premium, or is it 2 year, 3 year? How does that work?
LTV, we calculate premium of 5 years. So we acquire in the B2C segment, we acquire customers for 5 years. And currently we have a retention rate of 77%. By deducting that churn, we have come up with this $77 figure.
What is the margin in the revenue? So you said about $10,000 in the most recent month, right? So what's the margin there?
Our gross margin in B2C, it's 55%, and in B2B2C, it's 25%.
And then since earlier you mentioned, right, you're going to be mainly one of the key drivers of customer acquisition is going to be this legislation that's going to come in place that makes motor vehicle insurance mandatory. So people are going to come in, and the thing is, as long as they own a two-wheeler or they own a car, they need to pay the insurance, right? So definitely the assumption is they will be sticky. I mean, they're not going to be constantly switching products or switching insurances. And then if you can acquire them for your motor insurance product, what are you going to be doing in terms of trying to get them to also become aware and educated about your health tech product, or even if your life insurance product? So do you have that in the works to try and upsell?
Yes, we already do upsell and cross sales to our various segments. And as we'll be acquiring a huge number of customers for motor insurance, we'll have a database available for hundreds of thousands of customers. And this will give us an immense opportunity reaching them through our health insurance and other related offers. And also, in addition to acquiring customers for this motor insurance, we're also working behind the scene with various partners to give them some complementary additional services, so that we can retain them even after the expiry of 1 year. Because these complementary services will make sure that they will remain loyal to us, and we're working to provide them with very good services. They can order the services from the comfort of their home or office, and then they can submit it digitally, and they don't need to bother about any physical paperwork or the bureaucracy that is taking place currently.
Do you have any idea when this law will become mandatory? Like when is it going to be passed?
Budget session of the parliament just ended last week. So generally, there's a 2-month gap, 1.5 2-month gap for the next session of the parliament to convene. So we're anticipating that by the end of this quarter, the next session of the parliament will be convened. However, as we're in contact with the regulator, the Insurance Development and Regulatory Authority of the country, and also we are in close contact with the leading insurance companies, the regulator is closely working to developing the new product that I have already mentioned. The feature and pricing will be between the first party and third party insurance coverage that is already under serious consideration. If everything goes on track, this will be implemented within this year. Now, even if this takes more time, because anything can happen. So even if it lingers to quarter four, we have already working in B2C segment in Bikash and Nagod launch is coming. So even if that is lingered, we are working towards increasing our revenue and customer acquisition significantly within these quarters. And in the beginning of this quarter, we have enhanced the capacity of our team and customer acquisition capacity significantly. And we are currently following a pragmatically aggressive approach so that we don't have to wait even for that motor insurance being mandatory, and we can keep growing even better than the current scale. And as we have increased the team size in the beginning of this month, the result will be evident in August and September onwards. We'll anticipating to see a very good result in terms of traction, even better than now. Currently, we're having 37% month-on-month growth. We'll increase this, and also month-on-month customer acquisition will also increase significantly from August, September, October, this time forward. And also, let me update about another thing that we have recently received the approval from Bangladesh Insurance Development Regulatory Authority as the licensed Insurtech company. And in the first batch, only 6 companies have been issued this license out of 26 applicants. And this will be very big for us going forward. And last week we had our first formal meeting with the regulator, the second person of the regulator after chairman, the member admin, and the senior directors and management of the insurance regulator had a meeting with us. And they laid out the expectation about from Insurtech sector. What we have been told that the insurance sector of Bangladesh is currently operating in the archaic agency-based model, and the government is eager to moving forward to a technology-based model for better transparency and better service. And they're planning to have a grand launching event in the coming weeks, and where we'll be introduced in front of the nation in the presence of top-level dignitaries of the country. The government is very serious to promote this insurtech sector in alignment with the Smart Bangladesh Vision 2041, where the smart governance and smart economy visions will be pursued, and insurtech will be instrumental in reaching this vision. And with the success of mobile phone and mobile internet penetration in late 1990s and early 2000s, and also with the success of mobile money and mobile finance in 2010s, Insurtech will be next frontier of revolution in the fintech sector in Bangladesh, as expected by the regulators. And the government is eager to extend all the support to promote and expand the Insurtech sector of the country. And also, after the evaluation phase is closed for this round, the regulator will make sure that no unregulated insurtech platform can operate in Bangladesh in the insurtech sector. So this will give us a very good opportunity to operate in a regulated market, and this will also give us a breathing space from potential competition, because there are rigorous selection process for the licensing. And for new applicants, it will take a significant amount of efforts and time to apply for the license, being eligible, and then receive it from the regulator. So this will also give us a breathing space for next 12 to 18 months to consolidate our current efforts before some serious competition comes in our path.
The final point about your fundraising, you're raising $500,000 on a current round. It's July 2024 now. When are you expecting this round to close?
Well, we're expecting this round to close within this quarter.
All right. Just to remind everybody, It's a safe note or equity based on 4.6 million pre-money.
Yes. We are open to both equity and safe with 4.6 million pre-money valuation.
What's the minimum check size?
The minimum check size is 50,000 USD because what happens is that in our previous experience we have seen that smaller check size actually sometimes become impediment to expanding and scaling up our operations to the scale we want it to be. However, this amount of minimum check size allows us the freedom to scale liberally and expand our horizon of opportunities more comfortably.
I think when I look at this whole sector, it reminds me of the story, Osman, about the shoe salesman who went to Africa, right? And he's like, one guy is like, this is nobody wears shoes here. I can't sell a single shoe. Another guy is there and he's, look, nobody wears shoes here. It's a huge market. I can sell many shoes. So when you look at this whole story about how 99% of the population is not insured, I think of that story, and I think there is a huge potential in the market. And before the call, and I think previously we've spoken to Shawon. When you look at markets in Southeast Asia, so we look at Indonesia, we look at Thailand. Indonesia has an Insurtech platform called Koala. Koala, I think, is doing really well in terms of the valuation and the fundraising. And Indonesia, for only 4% of people, I think only 4% of people are actually insured. So they have done really well. Is there any lessons that when you look at these kind of similar markets and these kind of Insurtech platforms and what they have done, is there any inspiration or lessons that you're taking from them to go into Bangladesh or to bring this kind of solution to Bangladesh?
India, being the neighboring country of Bangladesh, interestingly, they have higher insurance penetration rate than the United States of America. And now, if we see the demographic pattern of India, they're very much similar with that of Bangladesh in many aspects. So if this can take place in India and they are doing better than even USA, then this is very much possible in Bangladesh. So what happened is India is that they had better education and better adaptability earlier. We'll have to educate the population, and with adaptability and experience, we will also be able to have a very good result in terms of insurance and Insurtech sector. In Insurtech, India has very good success stories. Regarding Indonesia, Bangladesh is a relatable market with Indonesia and Vietnam in particular. And where even 4% is a very good penetration as country as sparse, as big as Indonesia, thousands of islands and archipelago. And Bangladesh, there's a very good benefit that Bangladesh is a very small country, 144,000 square kilometer in size. So it's a little bit bigger than England in terms of size, and the population of 172 million plus. So there's a population density dividend. With little effort in Bangladesh, you can reach hundreds of thousands, even tens of millions of customers. And in the various segments like logistics, in e-commerce, we have already seen that with minimal effort, we can reach maximum number of customers, because within a small confine of area, millions of people live. So here, with very little effort in comparison to other countries, even if we compare it with India, Pakistan, or Indonesia, with little effort, we can reach a larger number of customers. So this is possible upside about Bangladesh in terms of the population density.
If you just look at the whole opportunity of the market, the reason why we're interested in the way Chhaya is going to take this on is because the macroeconomic situation of Bangladesh is very positive. You've got increasing GDP, you've got the increasing middle class, and with that comes increasing sophistication. So even though there are lots of people who say that they don't need insurance right now, that market is going to change and it's going to grow. So, it doesn't really take that much of a stretch of an imagination to say that this is something that you're going to really capitalize on, both with a trigger from the government imposing a mandatory requirement to have insurance, but in general, people are going to want to be insured as sophistication and affluence increases over time.
And before ending, just let me update about another issue. Currently, the government of Bangladesh is piloting about the universal health card. where all citizens of the country will be providing unique healthcare, where all doctors and health practitioners will be able to have access to their health records. And once this is available, this will help us come up with better health insurance products and with better connectivity with that health card, health data, and we'll be able to offer even customized health insurance products to individuals based on their health. So that is coming, and currently the government is piloting in some areas.
Thank you for sharing about Chhaya with us, Shawon, and for everyone who's watching. You've heard about Chhaya. You know that this is a big opportunity that's coming up in Bangladesh when it comes to insuring 99% of the population that is not insured. So if you want to know more about such startups and what we are doing at the Clueless Capitalist, we're going to add a link in the description where you can actually sign up and find out more about the kind of startups we are working with and how you can also be part of their growth journey. So thank you, and we will see you in the next episode.